So we don't have a policy specific to this. We work with each colleague individually if they have a concern.
Right, so if I turn up at the till of one of your colleagues and I have some pork and some alcohol in my shopping basket, and she says, I'm sorry, I can't serve you because I'm a Muslim, please go to another till, and then I complain to you, you'd say, that's okay.
Well, no, I don't think that would happen in our business, John. I think, we have a...
So it wouldn't. So there are rules then, in other words.
Well, no, we have a very simple way of working, which is that if a colleague has a concern about whichever part of their store they work in, and then we'll work with them to make sure that they can fulfil their role with us.
In other words...
We would do, yeah, if that's what they wished.
Would you allow them to be at the till and refuse to handle alcohol and pork?
We would know in advance if a colleague had a concern about the environment they worked in, and if that wasn't appropriate for them, we would move them with their blessing and they'd work somewhere else in the store.
I think it's a story that people are getting rather carried away with. We certainly have never had any issue with our teams in this regard, so I can honestly say we've not even had to have a policy on this.
No issue in that no member of staff has raised it as an issue of concern?
As far as I know, it's never had to even have a ruling in terms of policy. Now, of course, we're very respectful of differences, so if you can, an obvious example of that is if you look at the different business dress that our Muslim partners would wear, you can see we're very respectful of that. But my own view is that this is taking it one stage beyond common sense, and that's why I'm pleased to say that we've not had to have a ruling on this particular aspect.
Doesn't this raise the obvious question that if you have someone observant, doesn't that automatically mean that that person can no longer work at a checkout?
I would hope that anybody would actually say that there isn't actually a ruling in the Quran about this issue of the pure handling of product that is always packaged very closely, so no one's actually touching the raw material here. I would actually hope that anyone would not push it to that extent, because they'd understand that in their job this was probably going to be required. So my own view is that this is taking it a little too far.